Hey guys, it is currently 5:48 in the morning on June 27th, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the 18th through the 26th. More recently, I prefer doing these videos like 3 days at a time rather than more than a week at a time, but I just wasn't ready to film once I got through the 22nd, so here we are. On June 18th, which was my birthday, I edited a Letters from a Madman video, edited 3 chapters of Letters from a Madman, made my first pass edit of a Days Gone video, wrote 1,470 words in Untitled Mystery Scenes, 266 to finally finish up a short blog post, did some website redesigning stuff, which still isn't completely done, but the website is mostly done, and eventually I'll make like an official announcement when it's relaunched. The website's up either way, but it's been redesigned, and I still have another section to add up at the top and all of that, but I'm primarily focused on Letters from a Madman at the moment. Headed to bed, had my family over for supper and birthday pie, and then after that there were thunderstorms afterwards, so I didn't do any more writing. So on June 18th I wrote 1,736 words. On June 19th, it stormed most of the morning, but I did my best to push through. If you're new here, I can't write during storms. It's a very low accomplishment and productivity period of time for me. But still, I wrote 1,778 words in Untitled Mystery Scenes, headed to bed, slept in, accidentally, I think, 150 words in Pittman's Legend Valiant Fighter, and edited 1 chapter of Letters from a Madman. But on the 19th, altogether, I wrote 1,928 words. On June 20th, I wrote 198 words in King of Darkness, 1,234 words in Rowan the Healer, edited 3 chapters of Letters from a Madman, headed to bed, slept in again, wrote 1,432 words for June 20th. On June 21st, I recorded a whole bunch of Days Gone, I think. Wrote 2,524 words in Untitled Mystery Scenes, edited 4 chapters of Letters from a Madman, headed to bed, wrote nothing else. So on the 21st, I wrote 2,524 words total. On June 22nd, I wrote 2,106 words in Untitled Mystery Scenes, 422 in JTS rewrite scenes, storms here and there, internet issues throughout the morning, morning as in after I got back to my mom's room, I think. Edited 7 chapters of Letters from a Madman, headed to bed, and then probably slept in, didn't do any more writing once I woke up, wrote 2,528 words total on June 22nd. On the 23rd, I started with TE, wrote 200 words there, wrote 114 words in The Poisoning of John Doe, edited 10 chapters of Letters from a Madman, which brought edit 9 to completion, headed to bed, slept in, made the final changes to the Letters from a Madman document, and between TE and The Poisoning of John Doe, I wrote a total of 314 words for June 23rd. On June 24th, I edited a Letters from a Madman video, edited Days Gone Part 50's video, and then for the first time in quite some time, I went back to doing some tasks, freelance tasks. I get paid a certain amount of cents per completed task, and I finally made time to do some of those again. So I did 100 of those. These tasks in specific involved writing things, so I wrote 1,500 words there, wrote 438 words in Untitled Mystery Scenes, 174 in the Letters from a Madman book description, 1,072 words in Books and Badges, headed to bed, slept in, and I didn't do any more writing once I woke up, and that brought my total to 3,184 words for June 24th. On June 25th, I started having issues with this thumb again. It's been in the brace for the last couple of days, on and off, but right now it's not too bad, so it's without the brace. 826 words in Books and Badges, and then I did more of those tasks thingies that we talked about. And I did 26 of those, which was about 390 words. Started working on Letters from a Madman merch, and right as I got ready to save, because when you are uploading to Redbubble, there's no like save in progress or autosave, there's only a save and upload completed sort of thing. Right as I got ready to press save, The computer restarted itself for no reason. It didn't need an update. It didn't update. It didn't do anything. It just restarted and I lost all of my progress. So I decided to deal with that bullshit later, and I still haven't dealt with that bullshit later. But I got back to writing instead, and I managed 290 words in Books and Badges before I headed to bed. And between both entries into Books and Badges for the day, I wrote 1,216 words for June 25th. On June 26th, I wrote 1,470 words in Books and Badges, recorded and edited a Days Gone video, did 200 more tasks, no writing required for that one, headed to bed. After that, my sister and her boyfriend came over for supper, so I didn't do any writing then, but after they left, I did do 40 more tasks, and that one was for the writing task, and that was 600 words there. And all of that brings my total to 2,070 words for June 26th, and it brings my total for June so far to 46,902 words. So, all very exciting. Things have been difficult this last week or so. I've been having one of the worst weeks for my pain that I've had in months. Everything hurts. I can't fall asleep because I'm in pain, and then I can't sleep soundly because I'm in pain, so I wake up every couple hours. If I'm lucky, I wake up every couple hours. Sometimes it's even shorter than that. And then because I went to sleep so late, because I couldn't fall asleep, and because I woke up so often, I end up sleeping in. So then the next day I go to sleep even later, and then I sleep in even later. And my sleep schedule's all over the place, and I'm still pretty sure that my anxiety/chronic pain treatment meds have given me insomnia, one of the more known side effects of anxiety meds, as well as depression meds. That's kind of a common theme in a lot of medicines. I don't know why, but they're messing with balances in your brain and your hormones and shit like that, so it makes sense. But it still sucks. And although the medicine has helped with my anxiety drastically, it hasn't done much for my pain yet, and I still have my fingers crossed that it will. But as it stands, it hasn't, and this last week and a half or so, I've definitely really, really noticed it. In addition to being unable to sleep, I wake up feeling like I've been hit by a truck. Everything hurts, everything is sore all the time. My fingers are numb, my knuckles are swollen, my hands feel like they're constantly shaking, but they're not. They're pretty steady right now, but they feel like they do when you do this, and it numbs your fingers a little bit. That's how my hands feel all the time right now. And that's not exactly painful when I'm not doing anything, but anytime I try to use them for anything at all, it hurts like hell. My jaw's all dicked up. It hasn't rested normal back here, because when you close your mouth, your teeth back here are supposed to touch. Or if you close your mouth all the way, they touch back there. And mine don't sit naturally right now. I have to close my mouth and then readjust to get my teeth to line up where they're supposed to. That's because of my TMJ. It hurts to eat, it hurts to talk. This is killing me here, and I've only been talking for like 9 minutes. Right there, when I just said and closed my mouth, my bottom jaw hit the top one at the wrong angle and slid off a little bit. I felt it. I didn't see it, but I felt it. And it hurts really, really bad. Right about here is the joint area. And part of that is because I can't sleep comfortably, because I'm in pain. And when I can't sleep comfortably, it messes up my neck, it messes up my shoulders, it messes up my jaw even more. So it's really hard to focus when your pain is, so close to everything. And, fun fact, a downside of my anxiety meds is that you're not supposed to take, any painkillers with them at all. Ibuprofen, aspirin, naproxen, any of that shit you're not supposed to take with it, because it drastically increases the risk for bleeding problems. And I don't really want that. But I've been doing my best to manage with my compression braces, my normal braces, a heating pad, ice packs, whatever I can, but it's genuinely been one of the worst weeks I've had in quite some time when it comes specifically to my pain, not anything else. Everything else has been good. I feel great with my anxiety. I feel like I'm on a great track there. I've still got some issues going on with this eye, but it doesn't hurt. There's just some bumps on both eyelids that we're dealing with. I'm finally done taking the antibiotics for those, which is great because I don't know if you've ever had antibiotics, but they're the most disgusting tasting medicine I've ever had in my life. But everything else has been good, primarily. It's the pain. And yeah, I'm behind in Letters from a Madman again, but it's to be expected at this point. But I'm just hoping that this calms down eventually, because pushing through and doing the things that I had set out to do at the dates that I set out to do them is really hard when the only thing your mind wants to focus on is how much it hurts to exist at all. And I do my best to not let chronic pain drag me down at all. I do my best to crack little jokes here and there and laugh at it a little bit, because if you don't, then it hurts even worse. And I do my best to do that, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's more difficult than other days. And despite how much my jaw hurts right now, this is actually one of my calmer periods of pain in the last week or so, which is technically a good thing despite how much my face is killing me. But it's just something that I have to deal with and push through and take care of myself, but also continue working, because if I didn't, I would never get anything done. And I just have to continue to hope for the best with the chronic pain management stuff, and I have to hope that that eventually helps and go from there. But otherwise, that's all I have for this work in progress video. I have plans for Camp Nano that I'll get into eventually. I keep meaning to make a video for Camp Nano prep, but again, my pain's been at the forefront of my brain for the last 7, 8, 9 days. I don't even know. But that's stuff we'll talk about next month for certain, if nothing else, where I'll do daily-ish Camp Nano videos, and these will go back to being like once every week or so. But we'll get into that more later. I just wanted to get that in there because I just remembered that we're almost at the end of the month, so. But anyway, that's all that I have for this work in progress video. If you enjoyed this video, a like is always appreciated, and if you'd like to stay updated on my writing, my editing, the gaming videos I upload roughly every Friday, or anything that I do on the channel in between, feel free to subscribe. All the links to my authors pages, as well as links to my social media, are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.